Okay, I've got the stream going and the recording going. Gordon, are you seeing it show up on YouTube yet? Okay, I've seen it coming up on YouTube. And at 20 minutes after the hour, I'll start the actual script.
Right now we're just on the test YouTube. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just make sure you keep your own volume down on the whatever TV you're watching for YouTube. You don't want to get the feedback.
What's down? Do you hear any feedback?
No.
Okay, perfect. I'm not going to turn it up any louder. So, friends in the back.
T-minus 10 minutes.
You guys have the numbers? No, I don't. Owen. Do you have a science club t-shirt on? I want to see it, please. Every doctor. Yeah. Oh, Eileen, Peter, Jurian. Alexa, you're behind Jurian. Alexa's behind Jurian. Let's give each other enough space for them. Okay. Pablo, you're right. I said that. Be fine. Then if you did want the next one, I'm asking if you could please just remove it briefly, ask your question, then it's time. You don't have to do it now. Just when you get it close, take it off. Okay? So the first person's going to ask a question. The astronaut's going to respond. As the astronaut is responding, the next person is waiting in front of the microphone. Microphone needs to be almost like you're eating ice cream. You don't lick it, but hold it close to your face. Okay? I'm serious.
Momentarily, I'll be starting up everything. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Hello, everyone. Or should I say, hello? Ha! This is Charlie Savannah, AJ98, your amateur radio moderator for today. If you're watching on YouTube, there's about a 40-second delay between real time and when you'll be seeing it. And if you look in the background, you'll see a map. That's Lana'i, a little red dot, or brown or whatever. That is where the school is located at. So, and up in the upper left corner, you'll see a tracking. In the far right side of that tracking, you'll see there's a column, and when it turns turquoise, when it becomes turquoise, that means we are in the footprint. Through the help of amateur radio volunteers and the crew on the ISS, we hope to soon establish ham radio contact with the International Space Station as it flies more than 200 miles above the Earth over Europe. This is all accomplished with ARIS, amateur radio, on the International Space Station. The ISS is currently flying over the Atlantic Ocean and will be crossing over Western Europe before continuing easterly, whizzing along at around 17,500 miles an hour. Contact will be performed using the Amateur Radio Telebridge Network, a worldwide network of amateur radio ground stations that enable students to contact the ISS. ARIS is a consortium of ham radio volunteers from 15 nations that develop and operate the amateur radio station on the International Space Station. ARIS is run almost entirely by volunteers from various national amateur radio organizations and the worldwide AMSAT Radio Amateur Satellite Corporations. Here in the U.S., the American Radio Relay League, ARRL, and AMSAT-NA North America are involved. Since ARIS is international in scope, the team coordinates locally with the respective space agency. CSA, Canadian Space Agency, ESA, European Space Agency, JAXA, Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, NASA, National Aeronautics and Space Administration, and Roscosmos, Russian Federal Space Agency. The amateur radio ground station that will establish contact with the ISS is ON4ISS in Artselar, Belgium, operated by Jan Populaires, ON7UX. Thanks, or mahalo, for helping us out, Jan. We have about 4 minutes before contact, and today's contact will be with Warren Hoburg KB3HTZ, who will be operating OR4ISS on board the ISS. Warren will be talking with students at Lana'i High and Elementary School in Lana'i City, Hawaii, in the USA. The ARIS mentor for Lana'i High and Elementary School is yours truly, Charlie, AJ9N. We have asked Danielle Erickson to briefly tell us about Lana'i High and Elementary School and the students taking part today. Go ahead, Danielle.
Thanks, Charlie. Aloha mai kako. We are Lana'i High and Elementary School, located on the small island of Lana'i, just west of Maui. Lana'i High and Elementary School is the main school on the island and has an enrollment of about 572 students, ranging from pre-kindergarten to 12th grade. Our island has one hospital, one gas station, 2 small grocery stores, and a handful of local shops located in the center of the only town. We are most well known for being the Pineapple Island because we supplied 75% of the world's pineapples from 1922 to 1992. Lanai is the 6th largest Hawaiian island and has a population of around 3,200 residents. There are no traffic lights and only about 30 miles of paved roads on the 140 square mile island. You can only reach our remote island by a small 10-seater Cessna or the only ferry operator in Hawaii. Our apostrophe-shaped island is made of 13 ahapua'a, a Hawaiian term for a large traditional socioeconomic, geologic, and climatic subdivision of land, and reaches a height of 3,366 feet above sea level. Today, there are 15 elementary, middle, and high school students taking part in our contact. They range in age from 2nd to 11th grade. A majority of the students are part of the science clubs here at school. We have had several astronomers, ham radio operators, and even medical students come to host experiments and labs with us in preparation for the contact. The weather at the school this morning is a 73 with occasional rain showers, and we've also had a little bit of lightning. Our students, parents, and community members are very excited about this opportunity. And I want to give a huge mahalo to everyone for their support and help. Thank you so much.
Okay, we got about a minute. Jan, you want to tell us real quickly how you're going to handle at ON4ISS, how you're going to handle everything, and tell us what you got.
Yes, okay. I will explain how I handle it, and direct after that I will make contact because it's 1 minute before acquisition of signal. So the station that you assist to today is located in the southern region near Antwerp in Belgium, the town of Artselar. Our antennas are already appointed in direction of approach and the frequency is set in the receiving channel. We expect to make contact with the ISS when it is above the Azore, and we follow that during 11 minutes. We have a high elevation of 77 degrees. And probably we lose contact when the ISS is going over Eastern Europe. I start calling direct because I see on my map that we have a positional signal. Dit is Oscar November 4, India Sierra Sierra, Owen 4 ISS, listening for Oscar Romeo 4 ISS for an ice-color contact. I'll copy, over. Okay, you're a little bit in the noise, but your signal will be better in your next transmission. Over. Oscar, your 4 ISS, studio in 4 ISS. Over.
This is Oscar Romeo 4 ISS. I hear you, Oscar November 4 ISS.
Okay, are you ready for questions, over?
We are ready for questions and welcome to the International Space Station.
Okay, Screw, go ahead.
This is Esther. How do astronauts celebrate their birthdays? Over.
Well, we try to make cakes, and we don't have a lot of food up here that's good for making cakes, but sometimes we use muffins or some sweet bread, and then we fry up special cake frosting, and we try to make people a cake on their birthday.
Over.
This is Rihanna. How long does it take to repair stuff in space? Over.
Well, that depends what we're repairing. In fact, just recently we had to repair our toilet, and it only took about an hour to do that. But sometimes we have to go outside the space station and repair things that are outside, and that takes an entire day of work to do a spacewalk.
Over.
This is Shia. What is your suit made out of? Over.
Well, hi, Shire. Our spacesuits are made out of many layers that are designed to hold in the pressure inside of the spacesuit, to protect us from small micrometeorites, and to provide thermal protection. And so it's a variety of materials that make up those layers. Over.
This is Rainy. What is one of the most exciting discoveries you've made? Over.
One of the most exciting things so far on the ISS has been our more than 20 years of continuous human presence on board the space station. And that has made us ready to move on to the moon and eventually to Mars, and going further and further into our solar system. Over.
This is Hershey. What type of work is the ISS currently doing? Over.
Well, one experiment that I've been working on recently, we are actually growing artificial heart cells in weightlessness, and then we are using the weightless environment of the ISS to study different treatments that could help with problems that affect heart cells. Over.
This is Carmichael. How do the suits produce air? Over.
Well, hi, Carmichael. For our spacewalking spacesuits, we actually use a pure oxygen environment. So instead of air, it is 100% oxygen, and we carry that oxygen for the suit in tanks, pressurized tanks. Over.
is Alexis. How do you store air in the ISS? Over.
Hi, Alexis. We have oxygen and nitrogen tanks outside the ISS, and we can use those to repressurize the inside of ISS. As you know, air is made up of oxygen and nitrogen. And then we also have things called resupply air tanks.
This is Pablo. Do you listen to me? Over.
Hey, Pablo. Yes, I miss my mom and my dad and my brother. I miss my family. Over.
This is Uriah. Do you notice the days or time passing by? Over.
Hi, Uriah. I can't believe how fast the time has passed. We've been up here for, I think, just over 20 days now, and it feels like it's been maybe 1 week. It's been going really fast. Over.
This is Kavena. How long does it take to get to space? Over.
Hi, Coletta. It took me 1 day, about 25 hours from when we launched until we docked to the space station. Over.
This is Levi. How long do astronauts use in space? Over.
Hi, Zena. Normally, we spend 6 months on our mission. I will spend about 6 months. Others, like my classmate Frank, might spend an entire year up here. Over.
This is Randy. What was one major event that caused difficulty in space? Over.
Hi, Randy. Well, I would speak to the 3 major tragedies that NASA has experienced: the Challenger accident, the Columbia accident, and the Apollo 1 fire. And each of those tragedies have been very difficult lessons that we have learned from over the years. Over.
This is Owen. What would happen if an asteroid hit the space station? Over.
Hi, Owen. For big ones, we actually perform reboosts that move the space station out of the way, so we have to make sure that we don't get hit by any big asteroids, and we make sure that's true. For really small asteroids that we can't detect, it's possible they would put a small hole in the space station, and we are trained to respond to that emergency and hopefully patch the hole and get back into a good config. Over.
This is Kylie. What is the most difficult part of putting on your spacesuit? Over.
Hi, Kylie. It's actually easier to put on your suit when you're weightless on the space station than it is on the ground. So the most difficult part is wearing the suit on the ground in training. Over.
This is Esther. How does Earth look from the ISS? Over.
Hi, Esther. The Earth looks incredible from the ISS. You can see the curvature of the Earth, and you realize that there are no borders on any of the countries. You're just looking down at the beautiful terrain all over Earth, and it's also amazing how thin the atmosphere is. Over.
This is Junior. What have you learned from being in space? Over.
Well, Jurian, so far I've learned that it's a whole lot of fun to be in space, and I really love it. And I feel so thankful that I get the opportunity to do this. Over.
Danielle, we've got about a minute left. If anybody else has one question to throw in there, go for it.
This is Danielle Erickson. My question today is there a teacher that inspired you to be an astronaut? Over.
Yes, 2 of my high school teachers were very influential, my calculus teacher and my physics teacher, and in fact they were so influential that I invited them to watch my launch. So they were in Florida watching me when I flew up on the rocket. Over.
If you got another question, go for it.
This is Levi. Can you guys interact with any live support or games down here on Earth? Over.
That's the number 4 ISS, 4 ISS, Steve. Over.
Yeah, I think we've lost him, Jan. What do you think?
Okay, thank you, Ron, for this contact and a nice answer on the questions. Oscar number 4, India Sierra Sierra, this is Oscar November 4, India Sierra Sierra, On clear. Stand by. 7-3.
Wow, very good. Well, unfortunately, he didn't hear that because he was out of range, but everybody else watching certainly will be able to see that. But anyway, congratulations, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have shared a moment of history. Amateur radio station ON4ISS in Artseller, Belgium, operated by Jan, ON7UX, contacted Warren Hoburg KB3HTZ aboard the International Space Station, talking with students at Lana'i High and Elementary School in Lana'i City, Hawaii. Congratulations to the students at Lana'i High and Elementary School. Now for the international volunteer team of IRIS, including the radio amateur satellite corporations around the world, the American Radio Relay League, CSA, ESA, JAXA, NASA, and Roscosmos. This is Charlie Stefana, amateur radio operator AJ9N, sending my greetings to all of you in amateur radio terms. 73 best wishes. Mahalo and aloha. Okay, I'll stop the stream here in a few seconds, and we'll keep the recording going. Alright, I'm going to be stopping the stream. Thank you everyone who joined us on YouTube. Well, maybe I shouldn't stop the stream. We're seeing everybody go. Okay.